Hey, I'm Guy Cymbala from Uncubed, and we are here with Morris Levy, the CEO and co-founder of The Yard. Thank you for joining us, Morris.
Thank you for coming.
So tell me a little bit about the history of The Yard.
We started The Yard in 2011. It started with me going out and looking for a space to house my own business. I live at home with my wife and my 6 children, and as you can imagine, it's not very conducive to a working atmosphere. So I set out to find a place to do some, grow business and start something, and I didn't love the offerings.
So you have the great location, you have a need for this in the market. Tell me about how you create an environment or a community of people who are working together.
You can't force it. We're not like some of the other companies that want to interview people. We're very open and receptive, and we want all different kinds of industries and all different kinds of people to make up a true community. But the vibe starts to set itself.
Absolutely. So now tell me, you guys have expanded quite a bit since that first Greenpoint, Williamsburg location. Tell me about your locations in New York.
Right now we have 7 locations open, 6 in Manhattan and 1 in Brooklyn. We have another 7 locations under construction. So by the middle of 2017, we should have at least 4 more open, and then the next quarter, the rest of them.
And now you guys are opening in a lot of locations outside of New York. Can you tell me about that?
Correct. We just signed a deal in Boston. We have the Philly one that we spoke about, as well as Washington, D.C.
Tell me about the challenges between scaling the business up and also still maintaining this kind of, touch, like very kind of one-to-one relationship that you were talking about you maintained with people at the first Yard. How do you expand so quickly and in such a way while still maintaining a community?
Well, it does get harder and harder, but my team is really responsible for carrying the message and the tone that I infused early on, and I have the best team. Hands down, people notice it when they come in right away. They love the people at the front desk. They care about them. And there's a relationship there, and they build the community. It's their community after that. It's not my community anymore.
Tell me about the ethos behind The Yard. I mean, have you guys articulated it into a specific mission statement or a culture, or do you think it's more ethereal?
I think it's more of a vibe. Sometimes some things you can't articulate, and when you do, they kind of take on a different life. But when it's natural, it's more real.
How would you describe the vibe?
I don't know if you could describe the vibe. It's warm, yet professional. The aesthetic is beautiful. The art is very important to us. Our director of aesthetics and maintenance curates a new show at every location quarterly, so people will come in and the place will look completely different. When you walk in, you don't see people working everywhere because people receive guests and they're doing business. People, at the end of the day, everyone's here to do business. We don't do the traditional happy hour. People are here to work. People have their lives at home. Staying around for a beer at the end of the day is one thing, but an event that has a give back, whether it's a member presenting their offerings and their education or their experience to the greater community, or someone that we bring in, there's always a benefit to that get together, to that event. The lounge spaces, for one, like the one that we're sitting in, we always give spaces that have plenty of light. Would it be better to have an office here and cram in more people? No. The answer is no. We want to have spaces where people can get together, get out of their office, get some sunlight, meet with other community members. So the space itself is probably first and foremost.
Tell me about the range of sizes of the companies or individuals that you guys...
Today we have, from the single entrepreneur working in a co-working space, our largest member company size is 45 people. So it really does cross the gamut. The majority of our members are running companies in sizes 2 to 6.
No, it's been 6 years since you've been doing this. I'd imagine you've seen graduates come and go, that kind of thing. Tell me, what is the experience? Do you almost feel like a principal? I mean, what is the experience like of seeing companies kind of come in and grow larger and, kind of develop their own, huge businesses?
I'm a relationship person, so I'm a people person, so I love to have them here, and then when they leave, there's a little sadness that they're going. But it's great to see people success and share their success with them, and to know that they started here. It's a special thing. It's, you know, when someone comes in to build a business and they start with a co-working seat and they leave with 30 people, that's something it's unbelievable. To know you had a hand in it just by being there for them.